Good morning. Sorry for the delay. Good morning, Rory. Nice to see you. Hope you had a nice holiday. So today I just thought it would be good to move a little bit, but keeping in mind that many of you have requested kind of a slower class, especially for the morning. But the weather is cold right now, so just to get our heat up a little bit. And also, a lot of people I know are having back problems right now, which it's obviously common if a lot of people are having it. But I think it's exacerbated by all the sitting a lot of us have been doing lately, and especially in the cold weather. So I think movement can really help with that. And then we'll also do some a little more stretching that's focused on the back, shoulders, and neck. So let's get started. Okay. And yeah, see if it helps to close these curtains. Yeah, so let me know if that seems better or worse to you. To me, it looks better. I mean, I can see myself better, but I think the movement might be delayed a little bit more just because it's adjusting for the lower light in the room. Anyway, let's get started seated. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, and excuse me, I need to change into my distance glasses. And just move around a little bit. Make sure both sit bones are equally distributed. Your weight is distributed between your sit bones equally on the floor. And just let your shoulders relax. Keep your neck long. And just start to notice the movement of your breath. So, as I mentioned a lot, breath is the most important aspect of yoga. So I like to just start by bringing awareness to the breath and bringing awareness to the parts of your body that are moving with each inhalation and exhalation. And just noticing how your body expands, maybe lengthens with each inhalation, and softens and releases with each exhalation. It's like both my cats are joining the class today, at least for now. This is Spooky and Lucky. My daughter named them when she was pretty young. Good, and now we'll start to move a little bit more with the breath. So just starting with some gentle neck rolls. Exhale as your neck goes down, as your head goes down, and inhale as it comes up. Exhale down. And inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. So generally, we want to think of the exhalations as moving down through our body, and the inhalations is moving up and out. And that also helps. Yeah, you should notice that feels pretty natural because your body wants to release and soften with exhalations. And it wants to expand with inhalations, and it actually does expand with inhalations as your chest expands, your lungs expand. Good, and then just grab one side of your head and just gently, just not really pulling, just kind of using the weight of your hand and arm to bring your head over to the side a little bit as you exhale. And just kind of notice how that feels. Notice where you feel tense in your neck. Good, and then back to center and then other side. Inhale and then exhale. Just let the weight of your arm and hand bring your head down gently. Inhale, come slightly back up, and exhale. Release. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And start to engage your pelvic floor and your lower belly. That's your Mula Bandha and your Uddiyana Bandha. Having a strong core is also a key part of having good back health. So the more you can just engage this area, your pelvic floor and your lower belly, not just in yoga, but as you go about your day, the more you might notice your back releasing any tension. So press your fingers behind you, your fingertips behind you, and just inhale, kind of push your chest forward, open your chest, arching your lower back slightly, still keeping those bandhas engaged. Just kind of to open your upper body and back. And then release. And then just grab onto your knees, look down towards your feet, really draw your belly in and round your back slightly. And release maybe one more time, each of those poses. Opening your chest and shoulders here, bringing your shoulder blades together. You can even lift your bottom up off the floor a little bit, maybe. And release that. And then exhale, draw your belly in, look down towards your feet. And you should get a nice stretch through your neck and up and shoulders here. And release. And then just put one hand on the opposite knee. Inhale, really lengthen your upper body, and exhale, look over your shoulder, twisting. And inhale, lengthen. So this is not a stagnant pose. Each time you inhale, you're lengthening slightly. Each time you exhale, you're slightly deepening the twist. And you should also really feel engagement in your lower belly. Good. Back to center and opposite side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Good, and come back to center, and now let's just come onto our hands and knees, and prepare for cat and cow. So spread your fingers wide, your hands are shoulder distance apart, your knees are hip distance apart, toes tucked under. Inhale, Drop your belly, raise your tailbone, and open your chest. Look forward. Exhale, draw your belly in and round your spine. Look towards your navel area or between your knees. Inhale. So we're really taking full inhalations and exhalations here. And exhale. And you can move with your own breath. You don't have to follow me. Just inhaling into cow position, dropping your belly, raising your tailbone, and then exhaling, drawing your belly in and rounding your spine. Inhale. I think the cats actually want me to feed them. That's what's going on. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And just straighten your right leg. Raise your left arm and then raise your right leg. So opposite arm and leg, toes pointing down. And this is just a good exercise for your whole core area. Just a gentle lower back exercise, but you should definitely be using your abs as well here. And then if you reach back and grab your foot, you can get a nice shoulder opener. And release. And then other side. Inhale, your left leg back, right arm forward. This plant is always in the way no matter where I put it. Exhale and inhale, your left leg up. Notice the engagement in your back and core. Feeling strong here, feeling balanced. And then, if you want, you can reach back, grab your foot, and just open up here. And release. Tuck your toes under again, and just straighten into downward dog. Take a moment here, just noticing your alignment. So again, those bandhas should really be engaged, pedaling your heels towards the mat. Make sure your fingers are spread wide and your wrists are in a straight line. So actually you're, yeah. You can play with different positions for your hand, but I find that if my wrists are in a straight line, then it really kind of makes my elbows go down and opens my shoulders a little bit more. You want your shoulders to be really open here and your chest to be open, as opposed to kind of hunching in. Shoulders away from the ears. And the goal in this pose is really just to feel a nice stretch all along your backside, from the backs of your arms up to your shoulders, all the way through your back and the backs of your legs. So just kind of gently coming into that stretch a little bit more with each exhalation by letting your chest come closer to your legs as you exhale. Good. And gently, slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Your hands don't have to be touching the floor here. Or you can just let your arms hang. And then we're going to engage the core and slowly roll up. Head coming up last. And reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Hands to heart. And coming into mountain pose now. Um, so it's in mountain pose, you can either have different styles of yoga, do it different ways, or you can just do it according to your own comfort. For your feet position, you can either have your big toes touching, or you can have your heels hip width apart. And just make sure they're not too far apart. A lot of people think this, like when they can't see themselves, they think their hips are really big, and so this would be hip width apart, but it's usually closer than you think. So just check that. And then just rock back and forth on your feet. Find your balance. And again, let's check in with our bodies. So toes spread wide, knees slightly bent, pelvic floor engaged, belly pulled in and up. Long spine, long neck, shoulders back and down, and chin parallel to the floor. And now I would like you to at least try using the Ujjayi breath, where you're inhaling and exhaling with sound through your nose, and closing the back of your throat as if you're fogging up a mirror or a window. And there should be a sound that kind of sounds like the ocean. Actually, this is called an ocean breath as well. So you're basically just making your breath your throat a little smaller so that it creates the sound, but lengthens your breath. And it can be very calming, and it can really help you synchronize your breath with your movement in yoga. So that's why we like to use it. So I really encourage you to at least try that now. And if it feels comfortable to you, then continue with that type of breath throughout the practice. Good, and we kind of already warmed up on the mat, so we're just going to go straight into our sun salutations. Rory or other people who might be regulars of mine, let me know whether you really miss the standing poses I usually do, where with the more of the shoulder openers, or if you feel good sometimes just going straight into sun salutations. I spent a little more time on the floor today, so I'm kind of worried about getting everything in the hour. Good, so standing here, preparing to move with your breath. Inhale your arms up, and exhale, fold. This time try to keep your back straight, and as soon as you feel like your back, your hamstrings are telling you that your back needs to bend a little bit, go ahead and bend your knees instead and try to keep your back straight. Bring your ribcage towards your thighs and drop your head. Inhale, look up, plant your hands, and step back one foot, and then the other into plank pose. And as I mentioned, we're going to be doing a little core work because that can really help support your lower back, especially. So if you are comfortable in plank, just stay here, and you can move back and forth as I'm doing. You can take a modified plank as well. Just make sure that you're still engaging your core. Okay, so we're going to stay here for a few breaths. And this should start to build up a little heat already. Also, of course, engaging your shoulders here. So really think of pushing the mat away from you, and push your heels away from you as well. That will engage your feet, I mean your legs, sorry. Did I say push your, I meant push your heels away to engage your legs. Good, and then from wherever you are, come all the way down to the mat. Flip your feet. Look down towards the floor so that you're lengthening your lower and the back of your neck. Clasp your hands behind you. And inhale. And again, this is a core and back strengthening exercise. Modified locust pose. Exhale. Tuck your toes under. Press back onto your knees. And then into downward dog. And again, take a few breaths here, just feeling the back of your body lengthening. Pressing your chest closer to your legs with each exhalation. And looking towards your belly button or between your feet. And from here, between your hands, and we're just going to transition right back into plank pose. So come forward, engaging your core. Again, you can modify it if you need to. Holding here. Try to keep your neck long. And make sure that especially if your knees are up, that your body's in one straight line. So you don't want your hips to be up too much because then you're not really engaging your core as much. And same thing, you don't want to be collapsing into it like this. That actually is not great for your back either. So try to keep your body in one straight line, which requires your core to engage. Good, and then exhale, come all the way down. Flip your feet, head down. Again, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, locust pose. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. And exhale, tuck your toes under. And press back downward dog. And take a few breaths here. Yeah, remember to lengthen a little bit with each exhalation, actually. Good, and look between your hands. Again, come forward into plank. This will be our last held plank. And again, you can move a little bit here if you'd like to. And elbows in, come all the way down. This time, keep your hands where they are. Flip your feet, look down. Really bring your shoulder blades together. And inhale, baby cobra. So make sure your shoulders are away from your ears and your elbows stay bent. This is not cobra. This is not cobra. This is cobra. So really engaging your core. You are using your arms, but not as much as you think for this. And then exhale back down, tuck your toes under, and press back downward dog. Good, and inhale, your right leg up. Step forward between your hands, or you can take several steps together too. Inhale, again, look forward, flat back, exhale, fold. Again, bending your knees if you need to. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. So we're gonna start to move with the breath a little bit more now. One pose per breath until we get to at least through the vinyasa, until we get to a standing pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, plant your hands, sit back plank. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, tuck your toes, press back downward dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. And if you need to, you can always rest in child's pose as an alternative to downward dog. Good. Inhale the left leg up, step it through, step the right leg forward, let the head of you exhale, fold, and inhale, come all the way up, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, step back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Downward dog or child's pose. Good, and turn your left foot out at a 45-degree angle. Inhale your right leg up. Step it through and come up, warrior one. So hips facing towards the front of the mat, both heels down, and bend as deeply as you can into the front leg without your knee coming over your ankle. And inhale your arms up. And breathe here. Really engage your glutes in this pose. Keep your tailbone as long as possible. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn your left foot out. So now it's at a 90-degree angle. Straighten your right leg. Reach forward. Exhale. And inhale, triangle pose. So you can bring your hand anywhere on your leg. Or you're really flexible all the way down to the floor. Or you can hook your big toe. But more important than how far down your hand goes is how open your body is staying. So you're not really folding over like this. You're keeping your chest open and your shoulders back here. Your body in a straight line. Good. Look down at the floor. Inhale, come up. And again, we're going to turn the left foot towards the front of the mat. Inhale. If you have a block handy, then grab it and put it on the outside of your right foot. Actually, I'll just do that to demonstrate. This is a really great pose for what we're about to go into is a really great pose for the lower back, but it's a little bit more of an intermediate pose, revolved triangle. So we're bringing the left arm up and we're rotating our upper body to the right as we bring our left hand down on the outer edge of our right foot. So really rotate as much as you can. Try to keep your legs straight and open up your right arm towards the ceiling. And yeah, at least for me, I feel like a real release in my lower back in this pose. Good. Inhale, look down. Come all the way up. And cartwheel your hands down. Remove the block. Place your hands. Step back plank. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, cobra. You might really notice your back now. Exhale. Tuck your toes under. And come back. Downward dog. So we've been stretching our lower back a little bit more. So just notice how it feels. Taking a few breaths here. Good. And then turn your right leg or your right foot slightly up to the side. Inhale your left leg up, step it through. Warrior one on the left side. Really engage your pelvic floor and your lower belly here. So, by the way, when I say to engage your belly and draw the belly in, I don't mean like hollowing out your belly. I mean kind of just in bringing the muscle in and up so it just feels like it's supporting you. Not like going, that just being able to breathe freely, but just with the support of your lower belly. And that core engagement and strength is just so important for not just your back, but like your balance, your overall stability, the alignment of your body. Good. And inhale. Open your right leg out to the side a little bit. Reach the arms out. Exhale, reach way forward, and inhale. Triangle pose. Keep breathing. Full steady breaths. And inhale. Come up. Exhale. Again, turn your right foot to a 45-degree angle. Bring the block to the outside of your left foot if you have a block. Inhale, really lengthening here, shooting your right arm straight up, and exhale, twisting your upper body into your ball triangle. And actually adjusting a little here. You might need to adjust by bringing your feet a little closer together. Make sure that your right foot is either pointing at a 45-degree angle, or it can even be pointing straight forward if that's more comfortable for you, but it's a little easier for balance. Usually it's turned out slightly. And just think of moving from your upper body into the twist. And I know this twist is challenging, but it's so good. And really bring your left hip back and your right hip forward as much as possible. Good. Down. Remove the block. If you're using it, come all the way up. And cartwheel your hands down. Whoops, step back. Plank. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale, slowly come up into cobra, head coming up last. Exhale, tuck the toes, and press back. Downward dog. And just take a moment to notice how you feel here. Does your body feel a little more open? I hope so. Good. Bend your knees. Step your right foot forward, your left foot forward. Inhale, exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, and we're going to move on now. We're going to skip the sun salutation B with the chair pose today, so we can get some other things in. So actually staying in mountain pose, inhale your arms up and exhale. Keeping your back as straight as possible. See if you can grab onto your toes with hooking your index and middle finger on your toes. If you can't reach your feet, then just grab on to the backs of your legs, backs of your calves. And inhale, look up, straight back, and exhale. Use your arms or your fingers to pull your upper body towards your legs. Remember to keep your knees slightly bent. And with each inhalation, you can be lengthening your upper body a little bit more. With each exhalation, coming a little deeper into the pose, just not forcing it, but releasing and softening with the breath. And actually, my feet should be a little farther apart here. Good. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, hands on your waist. Inhale, engage your core. Slowly come up. Good. And come back into mountain pose. And we're just going to do a quick tree pose here. So make sure that your toes are spread wide, rocking back and forth. Finding your balance. Shift your weight onto one foot. Find a gazing point on the floor about 6 feet in front of you, 5 to 6 feet, something that's not moving, just a small spot. And find your tree pose. And I'm really sorry, I'll be right back. My phone is ringing. Sorry about that. I thought it might be my daughter's school. Didn't get there on time though. So hopefully you're in tree pose on one side. So just gently release that. Let your foot come back onto the mat. Find your balance again. Shift your weight onto the opposite foot. Find your gazing point. And place your foot wherever is appropriate for you, making sure you avoid the knee area. Make sure you're opening your hips as much as possible. And breathe. And go ahead and release that. And bring your hips, your feet hip distance. What am I saying? This is not Bring your feet into a wide straddle with the feet parallel to each other or toes slightly pigeon-toed, just not toes out. And inhale, open your chest, exhale, and then inhale, arms out, exhale, clasp your hands behind you, inhale, press your hands back, so really drawing your shoulder blades together, and exhale, fold, and just let your hands drop. And don't try to force anything, just letting the weight of your hands drop towards the floor, maybe, or maybe not, just wherever there is fine, because it will help your shoulders open a little. And breathe. Good, and then go ahead and release the clasp, bring your hands in line with your feet. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, bring your head towards the mat, or a block, or just down. Keep breathing. Then inhale up. Bring your left hand towards your right foot and inhale your right arm up. And both hands down. Walk your right foot over to your left foot, left arm up. Good, release. And maybe today we will do frog pose. So fold your mat in half for extra padding. And gently bring your knees down. So you want to be kind of on the inner edge of your knees on the padded part of your mat. And then gently come on to your elbows here and just breathe into your lower body. You can drop your head if you want. Good. Inhale, look up. Come back onto your hands gently. Bring your feet, your heels together if you can. Come up onto your toes. Unfold the mat. And just walk your hands forward. And release your head down. Breathing. Really think of breathing into your back and spine and rib cage, just feeling that expansion there. Feeling like there's space in your back. Good. And slowly bring your head up. Just bring your knees down. And we're going to see if we can come right into pigeon pose. Right knee forward. So make sure that you're not falling over to one side. If you want to, you can grab your foot and pull it a little bit forward if you're not feeling any kind of an opening in your hips. If it's already enough for your hips here, then just leave your foot where it is. Inhale, open your chest, and exhale. Come down onto your forearms and release your head and breathe. And let your body release into the pose with each exhalation. Good. Inhale. Look up. And bring your left leg around. And your right leg back. Again, if you want to kind of pull your foot forward to see if that feels like more of a hip opener for you, feel free. Just make sure that you're not collapsing over to one side. Inhale and exhale. If you are collapsing over to one side, then use some kind of support under that side, like some folded blankets or even a block. And breathe. Good. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands back. And then just bring your right leg around into a comfortable seated position. Just sit for a moment. Realign yourself. Notice how your back feels. And let's take a twist here. So point your left knee straight in front of you. Bring your right foot over. Inhale your left arm up and exhale. Twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And keep doing that with each breath. Lengthening as you inhale, just twisting slightly deeper. So I am actually moving here, but you probably can't see it. But try to feel that movement in your own body. Good. Inhale, forward. Switch up your legs. So now your left foot is on the outside of your right thigh. Inhale your right arm up. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, releasing a little deeper into the pose. Good. Inhale, look forward. And bring the soles of your feet together. Open them up like a book, bringing your knees a little closer to the floor. And your knees do not have to be this close to the floor. It's fine if they're up here. Just come to your own limit. Inhale, open your chest, and then exhale. Drop your head toward your feet. And use your elbows to press your thighs towards the mat. And breathe. And if your head is nowhere close to your feet, that is fine. It took me years to get to this point. Just stay with your breath. And then exhale, inhale, slowly come out. And extend your left leg, bring your right foot into your thigh. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold over your legs. So you're twisting a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. And you don't have to be grabbing around your foot. You can be reaching anywhere on your leg. And if your head is nowhere close to your leg, that's fine. Just keep breathing. You'll still be getting the stretch, no matter where your head is. And I forgot to mention, make sure that your extended leg is engaged, because that will allow your upper body to release a little bit more. And to aid with that, you can flex your foot. And inhale, slowly come up, switch to the other side. Inhale, reach up, exhale, fold, and twist. Coming just a little deeper into the pose with each exhalation. Good. Inhale. Look up. Slowly come up. Bring your legs together. Place your hands next to your hips. And just take a moment to check your alignment again in this staff pose. Really engaging your bandhas here. Back as straight as possible. And inhale, reach up, exhale. Fold over your legs. And drop your head. And if you're really stiff in this pose or any of these other poses, especially the folding poses, try to just see if every day you can do these stretches at some point. If you do it daily, you'll find, as you might imagine, that you'll be able to increase your flexibility over time. It really only takes a few minutes a day. Good. Inhale. You can even do it right before bed if you want. But just make sure you're always coming gently into any stretching you're doing. try to avoid, a lot of people kind of bounce like this to get into them. I would really recommend just using your breath and just knowing your limitations, being gentle with yourself, not pushing yourself too hard. Using the breath always. Okay, so are we gonna do a little more core work now before we do some final stretches on our back and then rest? So just shift your weight back, raise your feet up, and really engage your core here. This also engages your hip flexors. And you can stay here with your knees bent and holding onto your legs, or if you want to go a little farther, you can first release your legs and then maybe try straightening the legs. And point your toes or point your feet and spread your toes. And you're just gonna lie down right there. Okay. And hold for as long as you can. If you can't hold this line, you can take little breaks and then just come back into it. Good, and then slowly start to come down onto your back, but keep your legs raised and keep your shoulders off the mat. Stay here. Stay with it. And then if you need to rest, that's fine, but maybe inhale, come back up. And you'll probably need to bend your knees to do that. Exhale, come down onto your lower back, keeping your shoulders up. Maybe inhale, come up. This is really great work for your core. Maybe practice at home. And exhale. All right, I guess I should just say practice. You are at home. And just roll little circles on your lower back. Relax a little bit. And then drop your knees over to one side. Look over in the opposite direction. Twisting. And then inhale, back to center, exhale, drop over to the other side. Inhale back to center. Drop your feet at least hip distance apart, as far apart as the mat, if you want. See if you can touch your heels. Inhale, exhale, tilt your pelvis up so that you're lengthening your back. And inhale, hips up. And really engage your glutes here. And see if you can just bring your knees back so that your lower legs are more at a right angle from the floor. And that will also bring your hips up, probably. You can also support with your hands here. If you can get your hips high enough. Good, and exhale, slowly release one vertebra at a time, tailbone last. Hug your knees into your chest. And one more bridge pose. This time, inhale, exhale, lengthen your spine. Inhale, hips up, and clasp your hands underneath you maybe. Really bring your shoulder blades together. And then again, Press your hips up and your knees back towards you. Your chest towards your chin. And release one vertebra at a time. Arms in. And if you have a block, that same block from earlier nearby, go ahead and grab it. Bring your hips up. And then support your hips with the block and leave your feet up just for an inversion. If you don't have the block, you can maybe just place your hands underneath your hips or just have your hips straight on the mat. And just notice how your legs feel. You might even be able to feel the circulation changing in your legs, the blood kind of draining down towards your hips. And release the block to the side. Straighten your legs. Bring your hands under your hips. Come up onto your elbows. And drop your head back towards the mat. Look towards the tip of your nose. And point your toes if you want. Just a quick counter pose to the inversion. And exhale, release. And just find your final. Actually, before you go into Shavasana, let's just do one final full body stretch. So point your toes, reach your arms over your head. Inhale, really reach in both directions. Just really lengthening the spine. Hold your breath, squeeze your eyes shut, and try to draw all of your muscles in, making them as compact as possible. And exhale, release. And now find your Shavasana. So you can just lie on your back with your palms facing up towards the ceiling and let your feet fall out to the sides. Or if you want to use a prop to just, it can feel really nice to put a block or some other, a pillow, a bolster on your back and lie here so then your shoulders are kind of opening as you're relaxing. But you do want to feel relaxed in this pose. So go ahead and release. If you're still using Ujjayi breath, go ahead and come back into a regular breathing pattern. More shallow breaths. And feel heavy on the mat. Just really relaxing here, releasing any remaining tension. And I'm just going to guide you through a relaxation, focusing on each part of your body, starting with your toes. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, relax your toes. And inhale and exhale, relax your feet. Inhale and exhale. exhale, relax your ankles. And now I'm going to stop saying inhale and exhale each time. So just take it one breath between each relaxation. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your upper legs. Relax your hips. Relax your lower back. Relax your middle back. Relax your upper back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your lower arms. Relax your wrists. Relax your hands and fingers. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax your cheeks. Relax your eyes. And relax your forehead. And relax your entire body. Your entire body is relaxed. Imagine a soothing, warm wave of relaxation washing over you from your head to your feet, and then back to the top of your head. Letting go of any thinking or planning. And just taking this time for yourself. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your hands and feet, bringing your awareness back into the space around you. And when you're ready, extend your arms over your head. Slowly bend one knee and then the other. And roll onto one side using your arms to support your head. And gently make your way into a comfortable seated position. And we're going to close the class with pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, especially important at this time of year with the flu and colds and things like that. And then we'll do a short meditation. So find your way back into a comfortable seated position. And rest your left hand on your left knee. And you're going to use these two fingers to close your left nostril, your thumb to close your right nostril. Inhale and exhale. And then closing your left nostril, inhale through the right. Close both, exhale left. And inhale left. Close both. And exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. And exhale right. And release. And we're going to do actually first just take a couple breaths through both nostrils again. And we're going to do a short loving kindness meditation. So close your eyes if you'd like to. And I'm going to say some words and you can repeat them either out loud or just in your head. So first we're going to generate loving kindness towards ourselves. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from pain. And may I live with ease. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from pain. And may I live with ease. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from pain. And may I live with ease. And now we're going to direct the loving kindness towards a specific person or a group of people. So think of who you would like to send this loving energy towards. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from pain. And may you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from pain. And may you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from pain. And may you live with ease. And now we're going to wish this loving kindness towards all sentient beings. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all be free from pain. And may all live with ease. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all be free from pain. And may all live with ease. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all be free from pain. And may all live with ease. And thank you so much for joining me today. I always welcome any feedback, either with suggestions, things you would like to maybe change in the next class, or just things you liked about the class. And I also take requests if there are certain parts of your body or emotions that you would like to focus on next week. So namaste, thank you so much, and may there be joy and peace in the world. Thank you. Thank you, Rory.